Good day, my craft along buddies. This is Jennifer with Just Crafting Along. Welcome to my channel.
Guess what day it is? That's right, it's Thermal Cinch Day. It's been a little while since I've made a project, and this project I'm going to be making is for crafters. I am going to be making myself a crafter's coloring book. I'm going on vacation and I don't want to take a whole bunch of stamps with me. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself a coloring book. I have a lot of projects lined up and I need to stamp those out. So I'm going to stamp those out today. I'm going to put them in a book and I'm going to take that on vacation with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of my stamps that I currently want to work on and I am going to put them in a coloring book. I'm going to stamp them out. I'm gonna make a coloring book, and what this is gonna do is gonna allow me to have the projects that I want out or stamps that I might not have used. I'm gonna put those in a coloring book, and all I gotta do is take that coloring book with me, my project book, I'm gonna call it my project book with me, and then all I gotta do is color them. So all I gotta do is take that book and some markers. I'm gonna get out my stamping press and my items that I wanna do. I'm gonna stamp everything in black ink. We're gonna get started on our project slash coloring book, and I'm using Neenah. I believe I got this with one of my, something I bought came with this for free. So it's Neenah. It's 50 sheets of just basic white cardstock. I believe it's 65 pounds. So we're just gonna go ahead and stamp. I did get some out already. Already got my stamp ready to go. And what I did was I went through all of my collections right here and I put them all on here. I do have the big precision press from We Are Makers. This is the big one. This is the 12 by 12 for scrapbooking. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay this out. And all I'm gonna do is put the top on. And all we're gonna do is stamp this out. If I can figure out how this goes. And you're gonna see one's already stamped. I wanted to see how it was gonna look, and look how good my ink looks on this paper. So all I'm gonna do is give that a good push, just so it's there. And this is just regular 8.5 by 11. So we're gonna flip this over. I'm gonna ink it up, and this is just basic ink. I don't use any special inks or anything. I just use whatever they sell at Hobby Lobby, Michael's. I haven't ventured off and got any kind of other inks. And this is gonna be coloring book for myself as long as it looks good when I go to do it, because I'm gonna be using these on my projects. I'm gonna be taking this coloring book with me on vacation. That way I don't have to take a whole bunch of stamps with me. And this will give me something to do while I'm laying by the pool or sitting in my room. Laying by the pool. Everyone that knows me knows I do not lay by the pool. I will be mostly in a hotel room in Vegas, sightseeing from the hotel room. So watching TV, catching up on my sleep. I don't know, but I don't usually venture to the pool. I'll go to the pool with my husband, but I don't sit by the pool. I do not do heat very well. In my older age, I don't do heat very well. I guess after I've had children, my body says no to heat. So there we go. We're inked up pretty good. Let's give it a, let's give it a push down. But this will give me something to do in my room. That way I don't have to bring all of my stuff with me. I can just bring my coloring book with me and some markers and some pencils and color away. And I'm gonna go ahead and ink that up one more time. Wow, I really do like how Neenah, look how crisp that is. That looks really good. Now that I've been doing crafting more, before I would just go to Michael's, to Hobby Lobby and just get whatever kind of paper. But now that I'm getting into doing more designs and doing more projects, I'm starting to see the difference in the quality of things. So I'm starting to see the difference in my inks. This paper, my colors look beautiful. So I'm starting to learn a little bit more about my projects and the things that I'm using. But for the most part, I just get, I'm getting whatever they have at like Michael's or Hobby Lobby, Joann's. So let's go ahead and take this off. And look how dark that is. And this is just regular ink, acid-free ink. So I was off a little bit, but I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm not gonna throw this away. I'm still gonna keep these and color these. This one's turned out fine, and I'm gonna keep this page because this is for me. It's my own personal page, so it doesn't matter if there is an oopsie. And honestly, I can use this to color on, to try different things on. If I want to try a color combination, or if I want to blend, I can use these on to blend and not have to worry about trying to blend and not know what I'm doing. So these can be my practice runs also. So don't, if it's for you personally and you're okay with it, just keep it. So I do have some stamps that are rubber, the old rubber stamps. And I'm going to take these ones, the old rubber ones. I'm going to go ahead and apply this to my stamping block and hope it stays. Give it a good press. But I do want to go ahead and press these ones on there. And they just won't fit in my stamping press. I'm going to have to do it by a block, which is okay. I have never really used a block before. Make sure her eyes are good, and they are. So we're gonna make sure this is on all the way. And we are gonna put her right here. I'm just gonna give her a press and hope she comes out really good. And she did. Oh, look how good she came out. Okay, so she's good. And what I'm going to do is just wash all these after I get done. These are so cute. Oh my goodness. I can't. This one, yes, I've craft with before. We're going to go ahead and make this one up really good. With this being my coloring book, I can put her wherever I want. I can do whatever I want. I can make this however I want. There we go. So I think you get the hint. All I'm going to do is keep on stamping. So there is no right and wrong when you're doing your own project. There we go. Much better. So again, this one right here will be a practice. I will be able to shade. I will be able to go ahead and practice with my blending on this mailbox and these flowers down here. And then I can practice on my blending here. So this is a practice one. This is a practice one. These would be the ones that you would cut out. So you could practice on these, try out new colors, see what colors you like. I want to use colored pencils, or if I want to use chalk markers, whatever I want to use, if I want to use crayons or markers. This is a test run for, these ones are a test run for me. So always keep the ones that don't work out very well, because you can use them for practice, especially if it's a book for yourself. Now, if I was given this to as a gift or something like that, then I would not include that. I would start over. But since this is for me and my book, I'm going to go ahead and use it as a practice, and I can try different things out. Last one for this page, because I am going to perforate it, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it down and give it a good press. Perfect. Okay, so this page is done. Give it a good push. There we go. This is the girl. Let's just do the girl real quick, because she's big. She's a big one. So we're going to do this one. Good. And go ahead and do this one. I'm going to put her right next to the bear. She's a little light, but she's okay. Look how good that turned out. That looks so cute. So we're going to ink this up really, really good. And I have used this one before. She turns out. So this one I have not used, but she turned out so cute. So let me go ahead and kind of like the mini ink pads. They're a little bit easier to hold on to and a little bit easier to work with. So put her right here. Oh my goodness. Then we're going to scoot him over just a little bit, and we're going to put the moon in here. And that will leave us enough room to go ahead and perforate the edges. So we're going to go ahead and ink all this up. I'm already getting there. So we're going to go ahead and ink this up. I had to take a call from my daughter. She called. So I inked while I was talking. So we're going to go ahead and ink all this up, and we are going to go ahead and give this a good press. And see how boingy it is? It's so cute. I love the precision presses. So hopefully the new one with the little rubber feet works well. I haven't tried it out yet, and I should have when I first got it. That way I could have sent it back. But I know I would never send it back because you got to have the whole family. What we're going to do is go ahead and perforate our edges. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and perforate my sheets, and I'm bringing out an oldie but goodie. This is my very first trimmer I've ever got. This thing is probably 20 years old. Close to it. It's got to be close to 20 years old. The reason why I got it out is, not for that, is because it actually has these attachments where I can cut different things. So I'm going to get the perforation. It has, don't tell me, I got the perforated one right at the top. So, but it has other, this is so old school. It has all these different attachments. So let's go ahead and put this in here. There we go. This much of a, so yeah, I'll run it right here. I'm just gonna run this along. And it's gonna go ahead and put the perforated lines right here. And now I can just tear this out of my book. And then the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and put our book together. Let me get out my cinch and we'll go from there. So I'm all done with my stamping and I'm all done with my perforations on the side. I did perforate the sides so I could tear this out of my book. I do have my back cover on. The next thing we have to do is go ahead and pick out our binding. I did get this as a bundle, so I did get these bindings already pre-made with my bundle, but I did want to let you guys know that Joann's starting to have cinch products in their store. I did get 50 of the cinch binding strips, the glue strips, for I think $20. I think it's regular $29.99 in store, and I think I got 40% off, so I think I got right around $20, maybe a little bit less, but 50 of them for 20 bucks, a little over $20. So that was a good deal. They did have other supplies in there for the cinch. So check out your local Joann's, go in store and check them out and see what they have in store. And most of the time you can get the 40% off. So that's a good deal. It was much cheaper with them than it was with the HSN. HSN is starting to get some supplies back. So, but right now what we're gonna do is go ahead and finish up our book. You are gonna need, I'm going to be cutting down my spine, so I'm going to need a little bit extra double-sided adhesive. I'm going to go with this top spine right here, and the spine is already scored for you, and it's already glue, it has glue strips in it. So I do like these spines that come with the kit because it's already done for you. So the lines are already perforated, the glue strips are already in there, and you already have double-sided adhesive. We are going to keep the back long, and we're going to cut the front shorter. So let me go ahead and bring in my cover sheet. I did have my husband make this for me. So this is me crafting, looking out my window at the river. So this is my cover page, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and bend our spine. We're going to bend it right along those score lines right there, and I'm going to bend this one also. And it kind of just folds. And good indicator is if once you go along the score lines and you get the fold there, you want to go ahead and fold it. So you have this little ridge and you have the little spine already made. So this is the spine of your book or your project or your coloring book or whatever you're making. This is your spine. You want all your pages to fit along the spine because that's where the glue strip is at. So what we're going to do is we're going to tap, tap, tap. I'm going to go on the side, I'm going to tap. I'm going to make sure all my pages are down. And what I did was I stamped out my pages like I did with you guys. And then in the very, very back, I left about 10 sheets or so. And that just gives me room to go ahead. I already perforated them. That gives me room to go ahead and stamp more projects. So if I get new stamps, because I get new stamps all the time, so I can continue to use this book and it's not full. so I can continue to use this book. So I did leave some empty pages, so that is good. We're gonna go ahead and use our binder clip. We're gonna go ahead and put that down. That just holds our pages in. They all look even, everything looks good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hold this up right here. We're gonna determine how much we gotta clip off. And if you look right here, you can see that your spine, your pages will fit right against your spine, and I have enough room. So this is perfect. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clip right where I need to trim. And I'm gonna clip right even with this top page. And right even with this top page right here. So we're gonna clip right there, and I'm gonna bring in my guillotine, and we're gonna clip right across that. So bring in my guillotine, I'm gonna raise that arm, and I'm gonna go right even with both of those. Perfect. That should give me my cut that I need across the top. We're gonna need that again real soon because I'm gonna be clipping the side off a little bit on the front, but I just wanna make sure that this is good. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off the front part of this. So I'm gonna leave the back long like this, but I'm gonna take off this front part. I'm gonna cut this part off and make this the new part. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put two-way tape on there right now. So when I cut off the tape, it will cut it all off. I'll show you here in a second. So we're gonna go ahead and put double-sided adhesive all the way down this strip right here. Oops. Let me go ahead and cut that to the length I need. So there's that. And what I mean by this is, so when I put this here, this is not good. So this is wider than what I'm cutting. So see how this is wider than I'm cutting? If I put this on while this piece is on there, then I won't get nothing sticky on my scissors or my guillotine. So I'm gonna line this up right along this edge. I'm gonna line this up along this edge. And then I'm gonna go ahead and push it down. See, and now this extra piece, this is how much I need to cut off. And when I go to cut it, it won't get on my scissors or my guillotine because it's got the release paper already on it. And cut that right at the end of this release paper. There's perfect. There we go. So see how much of my tape was over on top of here? If I wouldn't have put it on top of this, this would have been stuck to my scissors. So if you do it while that's on there, then it sticks to this release paper and you don't get nothing on your scissors or your guillotine. It's a clean cut. So let's go ahead and put that down. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring in our papers, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna tap, tap, tap again. Can't tap too much. You wanna tap. Looks like some of my papers are bigger than the other ones, but that's okay. You want this to be straight. So we want everything right here. So we're gonna tap, 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 tap. We are going to go ahead and put our binder clip right here. I'm gonna get a tighter one. And we're gonna tap, tap, tap. We're gonna fold. We're gonna put our binder clip on. That's gonna hold our book in place. We are going to turn it this way. We are going to line this up, make sure that all of our pages fit on that glue strip and it's perfect. So we're gonna go like this. We're gonna squeeze all the way down. Make sure it's good. And what we're gonna do, release this paper on the back. Like that. I'm gonna bring in our front. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay this on the front. And I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna roll it so it's even. Gonna run our hand all the way down the spine. Making sure this is even. There we go. So now our back side is on. So now all we gotta do is release this cover sheet. You're gonna release. And we're just gonna bend that right on the front. Crease. Push that down. Crease. Push. Crease. 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 Push. And then we're gonna slide. And there we go. So there, our book is bound to the cover, is bound to our book. Now we gotta bind the spine, which we gotta do. Go ahead and turn our cinch on. Wait for it to warm up, and then we go ahead and finish our book. Okay, our cinch is ready. We're gonna go ahead and make sure it's in all the way. We're gonna go ahead and hit this little button right here. It's going to start blinking, and then once it sounds, that means our book is done. Okay, so it just beeped, so we're just gonna go ahead and bring it out. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna place it right in here. What I like to do is go ahead and give it a quick kind of squishy, to just kind of even out that glue a little bit. Give it a firm push. Then just make sure that all those pages are nice and got glue in them. And I just make sure that this is all melted, and it is. And if you feel like it's not melted enough after it's cooled, then you can go ahead and reheat it. So right now, we're just gonna wait for it to cool about 5 minutes. So I'm not gonna make you guys stay on here for 5 minutes. So as soon as that's done cooling, I will bring my project out and we'll finish up. Okay, our book is dried. I should say our book is cooled. What we're gonna do is we're gonna release that. And I'm gonna look at it, and it looks really good. You can see right here that the glue has melted, and the glue is all the way down. You can feel it, it's all the way down. Let me give a pull. My pages are in there. I'm not gonna open it. I let my books cure for about a day before I break open that spine, just because I want that glue to cure overnight. So I will wait about another day or so to go ahead and open it. Is our finished project, and it is going to be basically I'm not going to open it too far. It's basically going to be a project book for me. It's going to be a stamped coloring book. It's going to be the projects that I want to use. I want to eventually use these in cards, so this will give me a coloring book to do while I'm on vacation. Now that you're at the end of the video, I thought I would give you an update on my book. The book is great. I made this book in April. It is now July, so it's been about 3 months. Yes, I know. Jennifer, why is this video taking you 3 months to get out? Because of summer, family, vacation, family time, yard work, housework, just a lot of things are going on. Everyone's always busy in the summer, including myself. But now that I'm doing this video, I want to say that I haven't crafted as much as I wanted to with this book, but I have done some crafting. And I absolutely love this book, and I wonder to myself why I've never made myself a project book before. This has been a game changer. I pull for it when I want to stamp something out. I don't have to get up from my chair and go find the paper I want to use. I have it right by my desk, along with my inks and stuff are behind me. So this is right next to me. I'm able just to grab this and be able to stamp. The one thing that I would change is the fact that I would probably do nothing in it at all. I know I wanted a coloring book to take with me on vacation and to doodle in, and which I did, but this, I think my next project book, I know my next project book is going to be just all paper and possibly some adhesive sheets in there, just so I have somewhere to stick them when I go to cut them out. So I absolutely love this book. I would still perforate the edges. I know this one's falling apart, but I do believe this is because Neenah in a long time, like 20 years, and I used it quite a bit on this page. So I went Jennifer crazy on this page. All my other pages are just fine with the perforations. I have no problems with the perforations at all. Nothing's falling apart. I have used it in the back. I'm able to lay this one down completely in color in it. I've had no problems with any kind of separation or anything like that. If you see, I can open my book to the middle and it's just fine. It lays flat. I'm able to color on it. This is the projects I'm kind of working on now. These are the next ones that are going to go out. And I've already used 3 pages in the back. So I am using this more for projects that I haven't thought of yet. So this is, like I said, this is my new project, and I was able to color with this flat. So I totally adore this book. It is working very well. It's holding up very well. It's in there very well. I've had no problems with it. So I absolutely love it. I'm so happy that I made it. I hope this gets your guys' creativity going. Make yourself a project book. Make yourself a coloring book. Even if you take pages, copy paper out of your machine and you use it to doodle and you put it in here, make yourself a book. I absolutely love this book, and I'm so happy I made it. So this is our Thermal Cinch project of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw today. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, lots of love, and I'll see y'all soon.
Thank you for watching, my Craft Along buddies. If you loved what you saw today, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, lots of love, and see you soon.